Hey there, lovelies. It's Lillyvette with Flow for Balance, and today's practice is going to be a good morning flow. It's also going to be a pick-me-up flow if you are needing some pick-me-up in the middle of the day. What will you need? You're going to need a mat, perhaps a blanket to cushion your knees, and of course, your beautiful self. Go on ahead and round those things up, and I will see you back here in a few moments. Welcome back. It's Lillyvette with Flow for Balance. Today's flow is going to be a good morning yoga, also a pick-me-up yoga, just in case you need to have some additional energy in the middle of the day and get you motivated to continue on with your day. You can do this in the bed. You can also do this on a mat. It doesn't matter. Or if you're in the office and you want to go ahead and roll out a mat or just do it on the carpet, you can do that as well. So let's go ahead and get started in a seated Sukhasana easy pose. You can start out with your eyes opened or closed. It is entirely up to you. Let's go ahead and start out with some cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Let's do a couple more of those. Relaxing the shoulders, lifting your spine nice and tall. Start to inhale and exhale through the nose. If you're just waking up, let's just go ahead and release the night. Maybe open and close the mouth or jiggle the jaw. Maybe just wiggle the shoulders around a little bit. If you need that pick-me-up, this is great for you to do as well. And start to perhaps think of a word or set an intention for the day. Take a deep inhale and exhale through parted lips. Open the eyes if they are closed. Taking your right fingertips out to the side, inhaling the left arm up. On the exhale, reach for that right ear and let's do a nice neck stretch. If you feel that placing your fingertips onto that right ear is a little too much for you, you do not have to place your fingertips on the ear. This is just allowing for gravity to go ahead and assist you with this neck stretch. It's not pushing that neck down. So if you just want to go ahead and leave your left fingertips to the side as well, you can do that and allow for the left ear to reach further down toward the left shoulder. That's also an option. Take a deep inhale, come back to neutral with the neck. Exhaling at the top. Inhale that right arm up. On the exhale, reaching for that left ear. Remember, your option is to just leave the right fingertips onto your mat or the floor. Whatever works best for you. Remember that this is your practice. If your hand is on the ear, inhale the right arm up and then exhale, bringing it down. Take a nice deep inhale, head back to neutral, and exhale when it gets there. Deep inhale, start to look up toward the ceiling. And then on the exhale, chin toward the chest. While your chin is down toward the chest, let's just go ahead and make some half moon circles so that we can stretch the back of the neck now. Inhale back to neutral, exhale at top. Inhale the arms up. On the exhale, right hand over to the left knee, left hand behind you. We're not making this twist too deep because we're either just waking up or just going ahead and getting a little wake me up in the middle of the day. Our body isn't warm. We're just kind of getting a nice little stretch to start out. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhaling to the opposite side. Your spine is nice and long and tall. Your jaw is relaxed. Go ahead and inhale, arms back up to center. And then on the exhale, go ahead, forward fold. Not really deep here. Just feeling your pelvic area kind of wake up a little bit with you as well. Deep inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and cup your knees, bring it up, and go ahead. Inhale, arch the back, look up toward the ceiling, and then on the exhale, go ahead and curve the spine, a seated cat-cow. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up, and then exhaling. Inhale back to neutral, exhale, and now we'll do some kneeling cat-cow. So coming into tabletop position, spread your fingers really nice and wide, wrists in line with the shoulders and knees in line with the hips. So inhaling, looking forward, tailbone up, belly down. And then on the exhale, really arch the back, push up, and then look toward the back of your mat. Now breath to movement. Let's do about 3 of these. Your breath and your movement might be entirely different than mine, and that's perfectly fine. Coming into a neutral position, let's go ahead and lift the right leg up. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, let's take that right leg, place it out to the side into a gate pose. We're going to come into a thread the needle. Inhale, right arm up. And then on the exhale, go ahead and thread the needle and come on down. You can take that left arm and then walk those fingertips up. Your choice here. Bring the left hand in, inhale the right arm up, and then exhale down. Inhale, right leg up. On the exhale, let's cross that right leg over the left, and you're going to go ahead and look toward those right toes to get a good stretch along the right side body. leg, bring it all the way up. And then on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring those toes all the way, that foot all the way on the outside of your right hand. Coming into a nice lizard pose. So go ahead and lean forward, chest forward, nice and tall, pushing the heart forward. Two more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and come back and then widen your hands a little bit and then go ahead, curl the toes under and push back into a down dog. Feet as wide as your mat so that you really work on your back. When your feet are wider in your down dog, you start to work more onto your lower back. Your heels do not have to touch on this down dog. Just kind of press them back as much as you can so that we work on stretching your hamstrings. When I wake up in the morning, my hamstrings can be really tight, and so a nice down dog really helps me out a lot to stretch them. So if you want to, you can pedal out the feet, wiggle the hips, whatever you feel is most helpful for you in this good morning yoga flow. For me, it's going to be to really press down as much as I can to stretch out my hamstrings. Think about your breath, think about your intention, keeping your fingers nice and wide like we did in the very beginning in our tabletop pose. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, come back into your tabletop position. And let's go ahead and do all of that now on the opposite side, making sure our wrists are in line with our shoulders, hips in line with our knees. Take a nice deep inhale and then take your left leg out this time and bring it out to the side, toes to the front in gate pose. Inhale your left arm up. And then on the exhale, let's thread the needle coming down. Bring your right arm in, inhale, all the way up, and then exhaling down. Go ahead and inhale that left leg up. On the exhale, let's cross over that right leg, and then looking over toward the left toes. You've crossed the left leg over the right leg. So we're looking at those left toes, getting a nice side body stretch now along the left side of the body. Relaxing the face and the jaw, thinking of that intention, your motivation to get you through this day. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, bring that leg up. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's take that leg, foot right next to that left hand. Bring your body forward now into that lizard pose here. On the opposite side, pushing your heart forward. Relax the face. Nice deep inhale and exhales here. One more deep breath, and then exhaling, coming back into your tabletop. Bring your hands back. Nice wide fingers, curl the toes under and push up. Widen the feet. Lift up the bum. Really feel how you lift up your hips. Pressing your heels toward the mat. Remember, it doesn't matter if your heels don't touch. Perhaps this time they get a little closer to the mat. Perhaps they are on the mat. It doesn't matter. Maybe shake the head no, shake the head yes, or nod yes, whatever you need here. Perhaps taking the feet and lifting the heels up side to side, whatever you need. Take a deep inhale and start to walk your hands toward your feet. Generous bend in the knees now. You can grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and take it side to side in ragdoll pose. Make sure that your toes are nice and loose and not gripping the mat. If you want to have some traction in your back because you're going ahead and lengthening the spine and letting the neck just go ahead and release and lengthen as well, you can go ahead and clasp your hands and bring them to the base of the neck and feel how you get some additional traction and lengthening here. If this doesn't feel good, please don't do that. I like how it feels because it lets me feel like I'm on one of those machines that allow me to have some back traction, so it does feel good to me. Remember that your knees are as bent or as straight as you want them. One morning you may want them really bent, one morning you may want them a little straighter. It's up to you. Regardless of where your hands are now, just take a nice deep inhale and on the exhale, release them to the floor. Let's take those toes, point them out to a 45-degree angle, coming into a yogi squat, malasana. Lengthen the spine nice and tall. Pushing your knees out with your elbows. Face relaxed. Two more breaths. Take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, start to walk your hands out. Come into a plank and hold your plank for 3, 2, 1. Let your knees come down, place your elbows down, and let's come into a Sphinx pose. So your elbows and your shoulders are directly in line with one another. Lift your shoulders and roll them back and down. All 10 toes into the mat. If you have sciatic issues, this is a really, really good pose for you to do. So if you are suffering from sciatic pain, you can hold this pose for a minute. And then if your pain is on the left, for instance, you hold it for a minute, and then you come down and relax, and then you will look to the right. And then vice versa. If your pain is on the right, you'll come down and then you'll look to the left. So 1 minute on, 1 minute off. You can do 3 to 5 rounds of that. It usually is very, very helpful. Bridge pose is also very, very helpful for sciatic pain. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, let's go ahead and come into child's pose. So push back, toes together, knees as wide as you want them. Let's stay here for about 5 breaths. Deep inhale, bring your hands toward your knees. On the exhale, pressing up. Let's come into a seated position, into rest easy Sukhasana pose. Inhaling both arms all the way up. On the exhale, let's twist the wrists on the way down. Bringing your left hand or left arm across, hold it right here. And exhale, let's take the opposite side, bringing it forward, holding it there. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, bring your hands in front, clasp your hands and figure 8. Release your hands, open nice and wide as you can and make a fist. And open again as wide as you can and make a fist. Last time here and make a fist and then shake it out. Inhale all the way up. And last time, exhaling, twisting your wrists on the way down, shake it out. Bringing your hands into heart center, into Anjali Mudra. May you have clarity of thought, clarity of speech, and clarity of action today as you move forward along with your day. The teacher, the light, the love, and the imperfections in me honor, acknowledge, and accept. The teacher, the light, the love, and the imperfections in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this good morning yoga or pick-me-up yoga. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that it was beneficial for you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. It has been my pleasure serving you. I hope to see you again in more practices. In the meantime, take care and be well. Bye-bye.